Hello. The topic I thought that I would cover tonight is a question that get asked a lot, and that is, will Craig ever get a job? Also, people ask me almost every day how old Craig is. Craig is 30 years old. When Craig was in high school, he started a job at a supervised workshop in Pella, which is about 20 miles from Knoxville. And it he loved that. It was actually run by Christian Opportunity Center in Pella, and it helped the workers to have a chance. It helped people with disabilities to have a chance to actually earn some money at a job. Craig got along pretty well there, but he did have to be continually supervised, and he did have meltdowns. And when I would go to like our quarterly meetings, I would always hear about how much they love Craig, but he had a really hard time meeting his goals, which were to be silent for a certain period of time and to ask when he had a problem instead of yelling. He never really met those goals, but he was an excellent worker. They always told me how good of a worker Craig was and how fast he could work. But there were always those setbacks. When Craig graduated from high school, he continued to work at COC. Actually, I don't know if he worked every Monday through Friday, like from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and he loved that. He rode the bus over there every day and got good reports, except for behavior, of course. And then I think about 2 years after he graduated, they put a new law into place that basically people who had disabilities had to be integrated into a normal workplace, because they said places like the sheltered workshop were segregation. So when the workshop closed down, Craig didn't have a job, and which was pretty upsetting to him for a while. And then he just started saying he was retired. Um, After that, they had us go to vocational rehabilitation, and I would meet with them about once a month, and every month we did the same thing. I answered the same questions, and they asked me like, where could Craig work? What are Craig's strengths? And they would call a few places, but never found a match. They did finally get one place that said they'd give Craig a chance, and that was putting together boxes. However, when he went to that job, he didn't have any idea what to expect, and I didn't have any idea what to expect. So maybe I could have prepared him for it a little better. What it entailed was Craig had a box that was unfolded, and he had to put it together and tape it. Which sounds easy enough. However, when you think of the hand-eye coordination and the first time trying something like that, for Craig, he got very frustrated trying to hold the box and run the tape dispenser. So I wasn't there, but I'm assuming he had a mini meltdown or something. And they said, yeah, this isn't going to work out. So we went probably 6 months doing the same thing every month, meeting, getting nowhere. And finally, I just decided we're just going to find a volunteer job for Craig, because there is no feasible way that Craig would ever be able to work in any kind of environment without a one-on-one job coach with him all the time he is there. Even sacking groceries, you have to consider the things that could happen to cause a meltdown. Things wouldn't fit into the bag properly. That would upset Craig. A baby crying, that would upset Craig. Somebody is late, that would upset Craig. I mean, there's so many triggers that you don't think about that would definitely make it very hard for Craig to have a job working with the public. We thought about jobs like in the laundry at a hotel, or a hospital, but we could never find one that was willing to try that. And also there, Craig would have to have someone with him the whole time he was there. Even just volunteering for 2 hours a week, if I wasn't there, I don't know what, but he wouldn't be able to do that. Because, as I've told you, he had 2 meltdowns in the last month over the internet. There's just not really any jobs where there's no variables or there's not anything that could ever go wrong. And so if we found a job coach that was willing to be with him, I would have to trust that person. And I don't trust a lot of people with Craig. Craig's too vulnerable and innocent. So that would be a big leap for me to trust someone to take care and be alone with Craig during that time being his job coach. And the only other option would for me to be his job coach. And I really don't want to have another job. I retired, so I don't desire to go every day to work with Craig. So for us, the best option was to just have Craig do volunteer work so at least he can feel like he's contributing. And he loves that. He loves the volunteer work. He's good at it. I mean, except when he has meltdowns. But other than that, Craig is so efficient with the laundry. And he only had to be taught once how to fold, and he folds it right every time. I do have to help him with the sheets because those are hard for one person to do and a lot more complicated than folding towels and pillowcases. So that's where we stand on whether or not Craig will ever have a job. I think it's highly unlikely unless somewhere they come up with another supervised workshop with people that I could trust. And that doesn't sound likely in Iowa anyway, because that sort of thing was deemed segregation and they had to shut all of those down. So I'd like to hear your experiences with your children that are adults who have autism. I know there are adults with autism that are more high functioning than Craig, that are able to hold down jobs, and ones maybe that don't have the triggers that Craig has. But for us, this works. And there's what's best for Craig, and there's also what's best for our family. And I feel this is what's best for both of us. I also would like to touch a little bit more on what we talked about last night about the meltdowns. I forgot to mention a couple of things. For one thing, I never said what we use for coping strategies. One thing that I've mentioned in one of our shorts a while back is self-talk, which I actually learned from watching another autistic individual and their mom on YouTube. Not on YouTube, on TikTok. And basically self-talk is where if something is going wrong, they learn the skill to tell themselves, it's all right, it's going to be all right. Like if the bus was late, there'll be another bus, or the bus will be here in a little bit, or mom will take me. There'll always be a solution so that they didn't have to get so nervous and worried and anxious about it. That has worked for Craig a few times, and you have to really be sure to start it before he gets very upset at all, because once he's really upset, he doesn't want anything to do with self-talk or any other coping method that I have found. Some people have suggested to me to bring a DVD player or download some videos on Craig's phone that he likes to watch when we go to volunteer, and we're definitely going to try those things. We do have all of those things, and we have an iPad with shows on it. I think the key will be talking to Craig before we go to volunteer and agreeing that if the internet isn't working, that he will watch a DVD or he will watch something recorded, and that it's not going to be a big deal. One of the viewers did give me an idea for a calming strategy. Again, I have not gotten through all the comments, so if you have said something and I haven't gotten to it yet, I just haven't got that far into them. But this person suggested using coloring as a calming tool, to give them crayons and a piece of paper and ask them to create a picture of their feelings, starting with each color, whether it's scribbling or whatever it is, and then ask them what that means. And that works as a distraction, and also hopefully to help them to learn why they're feeling that way. And definitely we are willing to give that a try too. Even if I can't get Craig to do it while he's in the meltdown, maybe I can get him to do it after the meltdown. I think that's really a great idea. And that's really all that I had to say tonight. I'll probably think of something after this video's over. But for now, we will go on to our video of Craig today. Today's video includes him opening a couple of packages he got in the mail with Livy, and we also made some Irish soda bread tonight, which Craig was very excited about. Craig also talks about the Powerpuff Girls in today's vlog. So please stay tuned and watch the rest of our video. Thank you. We will see you tomorrow. How are you doing today, Craig?
I'm doing good, Mama.
What would you like to do today?
We gotta get the mail.
Yes, we will go to the post office. Is there anything else you want to do?
What about McDonald's?
Oh, you want to take Livy to McDonald's?
No.
You don't want to take Livy?
Well, yeah, sort of.
Okay, maybe we'll take Livy to McDonald's for lunch.
Well, I got the meat for lunch, actually.
Oh, okay, so you can eat a sandwich for lunch. And then we'll go get the packages from the post office?
Yeah.
Maybe tonight we'll make a recipe. I was thinking maybe we could make Irish soda bread.
You got the ingredients?
I'm gonna go check the recipe and see. I think so. What do you think about that?
Sounds good.
What are you looking at, buddy?
Tiny Toon Wiki.
Oh, it tells about Tiny Toon facts.
Yeah.
This is where you learn a lot of your facts from your Tiny Toons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Time to pick up the mail. No, 35202. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there are 2 packages.
All right. Today we're making Irish soda bread. And we need to stop at Hy-Vee to get some buttermilk. Craig's really excited about making Irish soda bread. The buttermilk, and Craig's long arms are helping me to get it.
Hey, 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 everybody. You know what today it is? It's time for packages. Here's one. A letter. Just popping by. With a low hi. Hi, Craig. I just recently found your YouTube channel. I really enjoy your videos. They're the only YouTube videos I can sit through, and I watch to it again. You and I are similar in some ways. One way that is that I love plushies too. I have a lot of them. I especially like ones that have cute smiles. I wanted to get you the plushie because he has a cute smile, and I thought you liked his Grogu pajamas. I do have one question for you. Do you like the Powerpuff Girls? If so, which one is your favorites? If your favorite. I look forward to more of your videos. Have a great day. From Keisha from New York.
Craig, do you like Powerpuff Girls?
Why, yes, I do.
Which one is your favorite?
Bubbles. She's all bubbly.
Oh, that's so cute.
Wow, it is a plushie.
Let's see it smile. Oh, it does have a cute... I've never seen one of those. Here, hold it up like this. Oh, that's adorable. I love that.
Can I have this one more time?
She wants to look back behind you at something. Oh, she wants one more toy to play with. Okay. That's cute. I love that. All right. Okay.
A gift for you. Hi, Craig and family. I found some interesting snacks I thought you might like to try. Keep on having a great day. From your friend, Connor. Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn.
Oh, that sounds yummy. Do you want to try it?
I love to.
Okay.
I love to. Let's see how it tastes.
Oh, my baby loves me.
This tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Pretty yummy snack, huh? Did you say thank you?
Thank you, Connor.
Okay, well, you're trying your snack. Can you tell us a little more about the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah, sugar, spice, and everything nice. These are the chosen to create the perfect little girl. But first you throw them accidentally concussion. Chemical X. And thus the Powerpuff Girls are born. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
And Blossom, you said was your favorite?
Yup.
Why is she your favorite?
She was the leader.
Do you know any lines from the Powerpuff Girls?
Girls, let's roll.
Who does the voices?
Happy Cavadini, Tar Strong, E.G. Daly, Tom Kane, Roger Jackson, Jim Cummings,
Do you have a favorite episode?
Tom Kenny.
My baby.
Well, there was mine for a change.
Do you know what year the Powerpuff Girls started?
Mine, 1998.
I think we maybe have some thank you cards to write, don't we? That was so cute. That was a wonderful idea for Craig. He's loving that snack. And this one, I do love the smile. I never thought about liking stuffed animals because of their smile, but I love that. It's so cute. Now I'm always going to look at the smiles on stuffed animals. What are you watching?
Elemental trailers.
Oh, getting ready for when we go watch it, right?
Yeah, after a road trip.
Mm-hmm. And Craig, can you give us a little more of a review of Spider-Man other than the cliffhanger?
I understand that characters are all together, the Spider-Man crossover.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of versions of Spider-Man, including the 1960s one.
Do you think there was a moral to the story?
No.
I kind of thought it was how important family is.
Mm-hmm.
And friends.
Yep.
I like that movie. It was a good one. Even though Craig took a little nap during it.
Mm-hmm.
And the cliffhanger caught you off guard, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Livy has put the plushie to sleep for now. But Craig was telling me its name. And what did you say it was?
An axolotl.
Is it from a show?
No.
No, that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it's an amphibian?
Yes.
Tell you something.
Okay, what do you need to tell me?
Her baby is
Her baby's doing what?
her baby just pooped in her diaper and now he stinks.
Oh my gosh, Livy. That was pretty important. I hope you're going to change the diaper.
Now this mama will take.
Oh, I see. That's a mama's job. And sometimes daddy's. Mostly grandpa's at our house. He changes all of Josie's diapers usually.
And you too.
I do sometimes, but grandpa does it a lot. I'm usually busy watching after you.
Now he's all changed.
All
Now
right.
we need to go to bed.
Yeah. Time for a nap now.
Hello there, Lonnies. And tonight we are making Irish soda bread.
I found this 1969 Taste of Ireland cookbook at a garage sale recently, and I thought it would be great for Craig and I to make a recipe out of here. And as soon as I saw the recipe for Irish soda bread, I knew that that was the recipe to make, because Craig loves Irish soda bread, right, Craig?
Yep, I am.
Where have you had Irish soda bread before?
At Universal Studios, Florida.
At what restaurant?
The Finnegan's.
Yeah, Craig loves Finnegan's, mainly because of the Irish soda bread. Okay, Chef Craig, so what do we do first?
6 cups of flour.
Right, so we'll put 6 cups of flour into that bowl.
1.
I know you're supposed to spoon it in, but
2. How's that?
good. You're doing good. We're not packing it, so
3.
gotta make sure your cup's full though.
4. 5.
One more. Just do that like that, because we need you. Yeah, that's good.
6.
The next thing we need is a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. You add a teaspoon of soda, that one right there. That's baking soda. You gotta level that one off. You put that in, and then we need the same thing. We need that full of salt. There you go. Go ahead. Then we have all the dry ingredients in there, and the next thing we need to do is to mix them up. So maybe get that, yes, you can use that spoon right there. All right, I think Craig has got that mixed up very good. And so the next thing you will do is add 1 cup of the buttermilk to it, Craig.
1 cup, this one?
Mm-hmm. My mom always said that you could substitute milk with a teaspoon of vinegar in it for buttermilk.
How's
But
that?
we bought the real thing. That's good. You can pour that in, buddy. All right. Next step, it says, is to stir it with a wooden spoon. All right, so mixing it was a little harder than I bargained for. I don't know if I did something wrong, but I went by the recipe, but it needed a lot more buttermilk than 1 cup for 6 cups of flour. So we'll see how it turns out. But now I put it onto this parchment paper, and you're supposed to pat it down into a 1.5 inch deep circle. I'll show you, Craig. It says to make a large cross over it with a knife. So that's what Craig is doing right now.
How is that?
I think that's good. Now it'll be time for us to put it in the oven at 375 degrees for 40 minutes. So while we wait for that to bake, I was going to let Craig try the Ultimate Limited Edition Legends Coke and tell me what he thinks it tastes like.
Tastes delicious.
What do you think it tastes like?
Lemons?
I thought maybe it had kind of an orange taste, but
Orange
maybe it's lemon.
Yeah.
Citrusy. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I really don't think that you can beat just regular Coke Classic, but that's not bad. Here's the finished product. What do you think, Craig?
Smells good.
Yeah, I think it does smell really good. It looks about how I thought it should. So, is it time for the taste test?
Yes, it's time. Okay.
Craig, all right. Don't walk away. What do you think?
Tastes good.
We have the perfect pairing for our soda bread, which is this pumpkin butter and apple butter that one of our very nice viewers sent to us. You think we should make it again sometime?
Mm-hmm. Pig.
What did you just find out, Craig?
Sonny Gummy was voiced by Bob Bergen on ABC Family Fare.
Well, who else does Bob Birkin voice?
Wendy Fraggle of the animated series of Fraggle Rock and Porky Pig of Looney Tunes. Everybody knows it.
Except me.
Right.
Since we made the Irish soda bread today, do you want to give a shout out to our fans from Ireland?
Top of the morning to you, laddies. He's an Ireland.
Can you tell us anything about Ireland?
Ireland has the pot of gold and the Irish jigs and soda bread and beer.
Can you do an Irish jig for us? It's pretty good. Do you know anything about the animals or anything in?
Well, there's sheep. They're in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
And dogs. And cats.
Mm-hmm.
And birds. There is a house. A napping house. Where everyone is sleeping. And in that house there is a bed. A cozy bed. In a napping house. Where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed there is a granny. A snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that granny there is a child, a dreaming child on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child there is a dog, a dozing dog on a dreaming child on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that dog there is a cat, a snoozing cat on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that flea, mouse, there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy house, in a napping house, where everyone is sleeping? A wakeful flea who bits the mouse, who scares the cat, who claws the dog, who dumps the child, who bumps the granny, who breaks the bed, in the napping house, where no one is sleeping. The end. And this is Craigie Bever saying, keep on having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.